Yo, PJ, what's going on, bro? How are you? How are you doing? I pray all is well with you and yours. Hello, hello, my good people. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I do apologize for coming on late tonight. I was stuck at work working on the project, so I definitely wanted to not rob you all of this opportunity tonight. So I am on later than normal, but I had something I wanted to share. So I am on here tonight to share it. And I will not, I promise you, I will not be on here too long, but I wanted to come on and share this. And hopefully, those that normally support will catch the replay. But I definitely wanted to come on tonight and share this quick message with you all. Definitely wanted to do that. So I'm gonna give a couple of more seconds, another 5 minutes. But I pray that your day was an amazing day today. Um, I pray you had an amazing day. My day was really good. It has been long. Gail, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Um, I had a good day. It was long, but productive. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Um, hey Bev, how you doing? I'm glad you were able to stop through. I know you're working late, but thanks for stopping through. I really appreciate it. I know you left TLC's Bible study. I came in and caught a good portion of it. Pastor Barnes let us know that God has got us covered, and we ought to tell the devil, not today. And I'm certainly appreciative for that opportunity of catching the word tonight, because I've had to tell the devil that a few times tonight. Today, not to devil. You will not get me to get out of character on today. Not today. Not today, and not any day. But I definitely want to come on and share this because it hit me. It hit me tonight. Well, today, when I was speaking with someone, and I said, "Oh, I got to share it with my Monday Moment folk, my Monday Moments folk." So I'm appreciative. Hey, Chin, how are you, bro? I do apologize. I was working late, and which caused me to come on much later than I normally do on Mondays, much later. Um, yeah. So I wanted to come on and share with you something tonight. I'm going to start. I'm going to start. I'm not going to keep you all because it's already much later than normal, but I definitely wanted to wait until Pastor Barnes uh, finished Bible study tonight, and before I came on. So I'm on, and I will talk to you briefly. So we are in this thing called life. We're in this race. We're in this journey. We're in this consistent movement. Let me say that we are in consistent movement. And it's very important for our perspective to be in the proper place or at the proper vantage point. Okay. At the proper vantage point. When you have perspective, you see it from your point of view. So I wanted to come on here and talk about baggage. Yeah, I want to talk about baggage. I want to talk about baggage. Baggage, baggage, baggage. Who's carrying baggage? I know sometimes we take time and we try to look great and look the part for whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. But somewhere down the line, somewhere, is this background, virtual background, it to me is getting on my nerves. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off. Let me see if I can do that while I'm on, because it's getting on my nerve because I feel like I'm going in and out. So I'll change that. I'll change that. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll change that. Let me stay that way so you don't get the light in. Okay. So, all right. I want to talk about baggage. That's what I want to talk about. Baggage. Who is carrying baggage? We can, and each one of us, what's in our bag is a little different than what the next person is carrying in their bag. I may have resentment. I may have the result of, I may carry the result of my poor decisions, and that's in the baggage. I may carry the trauma of yesterday in my bag. I can carry what someone spoke over my life in childhood. I can be carrying that in my baggage. Bad relationships, I can still be carrying the residue of that in my bag. Um, I can, there's so many different perspectives. There's so many different bags that we can carry. Um, do you know worryation is a bag? Do you know that low self-esteem is a bag, or the inability to make a decision is a bag? It's weight, it's weight, it's weight. It is something that will prevent you from running this race with patience. Notice I said that we are in a place of consistent movement where we are in one place, but yet we continuously move forward. That's our prayer and our hope, and that's our determination, and that's the motivation that we have, is to move forward, because we serve a God about forward movement, about progression, and everything is moving forward. Everything is moving forward, never back. Like time moves forward. Now we're about to go to fall back, and that'll be the last time we'll do it this year. But everything is about forward movement. We are in consistent movement, and prayerfully and hopefully it's moving forward. It's moving forward. God is a God of forward movement. Everything that he speaks in his word is about forward movement. This is where he tells us, do not look back. Do not look back. Let's look at the story of Lot and his wife. Looking back, she turned to a pillar of salt because her heart was connected to her past of where she came from. Forgetting those things which are behind and pressing forward to the things ahead, because God is a God of forward movement, about progression, about moving forward. We are in a life that is filled with consistent movement, and it's up to you which direction you move in. So I want to compare our life to a walk, a journey, a hike, a race. Let's stick with the race. A race. Let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. The ability to move forward in the race. The ability to move forward in the race, because God is about forward movement. He wants us to prosper just as much as our soul prosper. He says that we are the head and not the tail. We are above but not beneath. He gives us the necessary and practical tools that we can use and speak to ourselves, because sometimes we get so inundated with life and the things of life that we forget how we're supposed to be productive and to progress and to move forward. And when we age, our numbers go up. We move forward. Everything points in the direction of forward. So therefore, why should we allow something or someone to hinder us from moving forward, And so I want to talk about, we're in a race, we're in consistent movement, but sometimes we allow baggage to hinder us or to slow our progress because we're carrying the past of yesterday. We're carrying the past of last year. We're carrying the past of what they said. When someone said something negative to us, we allow that to speak louder than what God said about us. Sometimes we allow what we have experienced to speak louder than, and I love to use that we can allow what we see to speak louder than what we know. We know that God is for us. We know that he's concerned about us. We know everything that he says about because his word is true. We know these things that if God be for us, he's more than this world against us. He letting us know that no weapon formed against us will ever prosper. He let us know that he's concerned about us. He let us know that he's our shepherd, that we should never want anything. But sometimes we allow life, hear what I'm saying? We allow life to weigh us down. The baggage. I know sometimes, ladies, you have designer bags, and sometimes, and I don't understand why you have such big bags. You have big bags and you put so many different things in it, and it's so heavy, and you walk around, but simply because you have taken this thing, baggage, the bag, because it's an accessory now. But sometimes we take this baggage and we've had it for so long, it becomes an accessory. We think so less, we devalue ourselves so much, we turn it into an accessory, and then we compensate for it because it's baggage, because we are so used to walking around being depressed. We try to make it an accessory to our life. We try to speak about it. We try to make light of it because we allow it to attach itself to us, and we allow it to become an accessory. Resentment, we allow it to become an accessory because we try to give an explanation as to why we're resentful about some things. We walk around disgusted with people, and because people did something to us, and we hold on to grudges. It's a bag, and all of these things we have that we it's a bag, and we're carrying this bag. So I'm so grateful tonight that we have a God who is concerned about us. Yes, he's concerned about us, and he wishes that we would no longer carry the bags. He wants us to get rid of the bags. Hebrews 12, I'll start at verse 1. I know this is one of my scriptures that I use often, but it's a reminder that he's willing to do what we need him to do. The reason we walk around with baggage is because we choose not to give it over to him. We choose to carry it. We choose to carry it on our own. We choose to walk around like Miss One in The Wiz. You saw when she came on the scene, she had all these little different bags and things just walking around, and she used it as an accessory. But the Lord is concerned about us. He's saying, listen, lay aside. Okay, let me get to the scripture. Hebrews 12:1. And I'm going to read the Message version. And then I promise you I won't be on here long. I'm going to try not to be, because it's already late. Do you see what this means? All these pioneers who blazed the way, all these veterans cheering us on. Let me stop there. He's simply saying, listen, you have got your ancestors who's already fighting for you, who's already cheering you on, letting you know that you can do it, you can accomplish it. So don't allow the baggage of yesterday. Don't let the baggage of trauma. Don't let the baggage of low self-esteem. Don't let the baggage of low self-worth. Don't let the baggage of whatever it is, that bad relationship. I don't care if Pookie did you wrong and he took your money. I don't care. Do not allow that to keep you in a place of stagnation where you're not moving and you're not moving forward. You're not progressing. You don't even take care of yourself like you used to. You don't go out like you used to. You don't dress like you used to, because the trauma and the pain of yesterday, it's a real thing. I'll never negate the fact that it's a real situation. It's real baggage. It's real weight. It's real pain. I'll never negate that. But do not let that define you. It's time for you to get rid of your bag. Don't just empty your bag, because then it can be filled with something else. I need you to get rid of your bag. I'm telling you today, get rid of your bag. Hebrews 12:1. I told you I'm reading the Message version. Do you see what this means? All these pioneers who blazed the way, all these veterans cheering us on. It means we better get on with it. Strip down, start running, and never quit. No extra spiritual fat, no parasitic sins. Hear what I'm saying? Do not let your thoughts of what you think of yourself hinder you from becoming and doing what God called you to be and to do. Do not allow it to happen. Do not allow it to happen. Get rid of your bag. Whatever your bag is, I'm telling you, get rid of it. And now I'm going to read the New King James Version. Hear what I'm saying? Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the snare and the shame. He has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Listen, I'm telling you now, the Lord has made a way of escape and for us to get rid of the baggage. Lay it aside, get rid of it. I don't care what it was. I don't care what the issue is. Nothing is too hard for God. And you have the ability to get rid of it. You have the ability to lay it aside. But we choose to carry it, and we carry it so long, it becomes an accessory. You try to dress it up. You try to give an excuse as to why you're carrying the bag. And it's so funny. I used to say to my sister Kay all the time, she'd leave out the house, go to work. She got like 4 and 5 bags. And I'm like, why do you have all those bags? Why? Why are you carrying all those bags? You don't need to carry those bags. You're going to hurt yourself. Erykah Badu says it best. Bag lady. She even said, you going to hurt yourself. And it's the truth. As long as we carry these bags, this baggage around, I mean, I don't care what I'm telling you, bad friendships that you decided to end, and it just, these people it just didn't work out. That's because sometimes we try to make people a permanent fixture in our lives, and they were only supposed to be temporary. They were supposed to be seasonal. And we take these people and we turn them into permanent fixtures. And then we wonder why we always getting stressed out and drained because these people, they so drained and this is because their season for them to be in your life, it's over. You gonna miss your bus. That's what she says, Beth. And I'm telling you, I want you to put your spiritual eyes on, because as long as we have the baggage, and we cannot be at the appointed place in the appointed time because we're too busy messing around with this baggage. And the people are baggage. Hear what I'm saying? People are baggage. What they said, it's baggage. I know there's some people that said that you'll never amount to anything, you'll never be nothing, and that's baggage. You're going to miss your appointment with destiny because you're too busy carrying baggage, and you're too focused on carrying the baggage that's keeping you in bondage. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss your appointment. Listen, the bad habits, that's all baggage. Hear what I'm saying? That's all baggage. I want to encourage you tonight to get rid of the baggage. How? I guess you want to know, how do we get rid of the baggage? Listen, take inventory of the collateral damage of how much baggage you are carrying. Listen, you have to, because you won't know how to get rid of it if you don't know how much you're carrying. Listen, I'm a firm believer in journaling. I'm a firm believer in taking self-inventory and looking at me. I come in the house sometimes, I don't turn the TV on. I sit here and I think and I meditate and I look at and I go back over my life and I go back over my day and see if I said something wrong or I did something wrong, and I try to work through it and put it before the Lord in prayer. Like, Lord, do something with me. But listen, you have got to make up in your mind that you're going to be the best version of yourself, and that you're going to show up and be ready for every appointment that God has set for you. Because if the Lord said, hey, I need you to be here at this specific time, I need your heart to be right, and I need your heart to be ready to receive what I'm about to do for you. But if you're so busy distracted by the baggage that you're carrying, you're going to miss your appointment because one, the baggage is going to be too heavy and you're going to pay more attention to what's in the bag than what you know you're supposed to be doing and meeting your appointment. Listen, you will miss what is for you because you're too focused on the baggage. And guess what? The baggage is a distraction to keep you from the promise. I'm still talking about this race that we need to run and this life that we need, this journey we need to walk in. But we got to get rid of the baggage. Yes, people are baggage. You can't allow the residue from that bad relationship. First of all, it's unfair to you, and then it's unfair for the next person that God has for you because you're bringing residue from the past relationship. Listen, I'm talking about baggage. I'm talking about baggage. Yes, I'm talking about baggage. You cannot bring the residue of your past relationship into a new relationship. And this is platonic just as much as it is romantic. I don't care what has happened in your past relationship. Heal from it so you can move forward and be the best version of yourself for the next person that you're going to be in relationship with. Don't bring no old baggage into your new relationship. Into your new friendship. Don't you do it. It's unfair to you and unfair to the new individual. It's not their fault and it's not yours. You just have to make sure that you're healed from it and be willing to do the work to get rid of the baggage. And once again, how to get rid of the baggage? You take self-inventory. Look at yourself first. Don't blame nobody else. I know there's a statement that you can't love nobody until you love yourself. That's the truth. And you can't properly be with nobody else until you can understand who you are. And listen, if there was some indiscretion in your relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, if you make the choice to forgive, that's what it is. Forgive. I know that people say, oh, I forgive, but I don't forget. Then that's not true forgiveness. Forgiveness wipes the slate clean. Because what if the Lord did that to us and he decided to keep us with our same baggage? But he says, no, come unto me. All of you that are heavy laden and burdened, and I will give you rest. I'm going to take your baggage and here we go again, this exchange policy. He says, listen, cast it all upon me because I care for you. For I am meek and lowly at heart. So listen, I'm going to give you a new slate. So who are we to hold on to this bondage and baggage and carry it on into the next relationship, carry it on into the next friendship, carry it on to the next family reunion, carry it on to Thanksgiving, carry it on to Christmas for the last 10 years because somebody did you wrong and took your food home or threw your food in the garbage that you brought to the family gathering. Unnecessary baggage is what we're carrying. It's what we're carrying. There's an old song that Monique Walker said, put it down, crackhead, put it down, crackhead, be free. Put the bag down. Don't carry it. Don't carry it. Put it down. Put it down. I'm telling you, do not carry that baggage into your new place. Listen, I moved into this new place here, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take my clothes. But then I went through my closet. I got rid of old stuff because I'm like, I'm going in with a new mindset. I'm going in. I want new furniture. I want newness, because sometimes what we will allow to happen is we'll take that old mindset into a new place and then we expect something different to happen. But no, as long as you keep the same mindset and you're going into a new place, guess what? The old habits are coming to the new place. But when you make up in your mind that you will not allow this baggage that you used to carry or you carried for the past 5, 10, 15 years, that you'll no longer carry it, you'll say, Lord, create in me a clean heart and renew in me a right spirit. You'll get rid of this stuff. You'll get rid of it. Put it down. Stop carrying it. Stop carrying it. And it's the emotional baggage that we have to get rid of. It's the physical baggage that we have to get rid of. It's the mental baggage that we have to get rid of. We have to get rid of it because we can get rid of it through constant prayer, self-examination. Stop thinking it's everybody else's fault. My grandmother used to tell me, well, if everybody's saying the same thing about you, everybody can't be lying. Everybody can't be lying. And if everybody is saying the same thing about you, trust me, it is you and not them. It is you and not them. So make up in your mind that you no longer want to carry this baggage. I tell you, take inventory of what you got going on. Take inventory. Take inventory. Take inventory. If it's the relationships and everybody, all of your exes. Oh, did I say that? Yeah. And I'm talking about me, my exes, some got more than others, praise the Lord. But we give God for grace and mercy. But if they're all saying the same thing about you, it's not them. Your attitude needs an adjustment, or the way you process information. Because understand this. Whether and I'm speaking of both platonic relationships as well as romantic relationships and as well as familial relationships. Just because we're family doesn't mean that we were raised and nurtured the same way. So therefore, it's two worlds coming together to try to live in harmony. So therefore, you're going to have to teach me, and I'm going to have to teach you both of our ways. We're going to have to be teachable. So therefore, with this baggage that I'm carrying from my childhood and to my, going to college and experiencing life and my experiences, I have to get through these bags, confront them, because you can't just put the bags in the closet. I know in the Black household, we love taking those. We used to take those plastic shopping bags and just put them in the closet or a drawer somewhere until you got like 100 bags. Just put them, just bags everywhere. And I'm pretty sure we all can look in the house somewhere. We got bags somewhere that we don't even need. So in this moment, let it be symbolism. Go and clean those bags. Now, ladies, I'm not talking about your expensive pocketbooks. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those bags that we just seem to carry, and we just start putting stuff and tucking stuff away and throwing stuff in there. It's the same, just as well as it in the natural, it is in the spirit. We have to get rid of the baggage. How do we get rid of the baggage? We're to this point, and I'm going to be finished. Prayer. I know people don't like to talk about this no more. It's a lost art. Fasting. Fasting presents, it makes you put your flesh under subjection. Because as long as you say you're fasting, and every time you get ready to go to fast and you can't stay with the fast because, oh, I'm so hungry. That means you don't deny your flesh. You can't deny your flesh. And your flesh is stronger than you. But when you have the ability to fast and to deny yourself, and say, God, I want something different. I want to get rid of this baggage. So I'm going to deny myself, whatever it may be. And listen, if you don't like peanut butter, you fasting from peanut butter, that ain't no fast. Because you don't like it no way. But the fast to restrain from something that you indulge in and that you like is letting God know, like, listen, I can discipline myself for the greater good. And that's for me. I want to get rid of this baggage. And I want to, Pastor Barnes, I'm trying to told you, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. We'll move right along. But we have to get rid of the baggage. Prayer, fasting. And listen, stop setting these unrealistic expectations on yourself. And then, I didn't want to get into this tonight, but here I am. These unrealistic expectations that we put on ourselves, and not only on ourselves, on the other party of this relationship, of this friendship, of this family connection that we have. How can I hold or put an expectation on you when it's not communicated? Oh my God. My God. How can you hold someone to a standard and you did not communicate it? Hear what I'm saying? So therefore, you have this baggage and you have this resentment. You have these different things that you carry, the baggage that you carry, and it's because of you. You have to get to the place where you want to let it go. Prayer, fasting. Do not set unrealistic expectations and make up in your mind. It's a decision. Sometimes, and it's a thing for me. Y'all help me and pray for me. When people say, "Oh, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying." For me, this is just me. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. Oh, I'm trying to stop. Like this, I'm trying to stop. Someone said, I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes, but it's just so hard. I said, the Bible said it's hard to the transgressor. That's what the Bible says. When you make up in your mind that you're going to do something, yes, the enemy's going to fight. But where is the fight? This battle is not yours. It belongs to the Lord. You have to be honest with yourself. I want to get rid of this baggage, because the less baggage you have, it's easier. You become lighter. You become lighter. Now, listen, Pastor Brian, you on here, you just said something. Being delivered from how people feel about your decision, I'm telling you, that is one of the greatest gifts I've ever received. And that's being delivered from people's opinions and ideas of me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't. Listen, your thoughts don't make me sleep no less or no more, because I don't care. I don't care. Come on here, Gail. You dropped the bag and picked up a wallet. Listen, I hear you. You have to get into a place where you're like, listen, I'm not carrying all this excess weight. I'm not carrying this excess baggage because it's not mine to carry, first of all. All right, Lord, help me. I know I did this. I made this decision. I'm carrying this baggage. It was my decision to do it. I picked it up, and now I'm carrying it. And Father, I've also allowed it to become an accessory. And some ladies, y'all know, y'all be jeweling, putting jewels on your bag and your accessories, and put all this other stuff just so that you can, you carry it. And so you won't have to explain about it any longer. Somebody looking at you like, why are you still carrying that bag? So we give excuses for it. Well, I've been this way for so long. I've been this way for so long. So I figured, why not? No, you can change. You can change. Like I said, this walk, this life is about progress, consistent movement, forward movement. God is a God of forward movement, forward moving, forgetting those things which are behind and pressing forward to the things ahead. But we choose to carry. We choose to carry. We choose to carry this excess baggage and excess weight. Come on, we got to get rid of it. We got to get rid of it. We got to get rid of it. And guess what? You look so much better. You look so much better when you get rid of the baggage. When you get rid of the baggage, you look so much better. You feel so much better. You're lighter. People are like, oh, I don't know what you do. You look so good. Yes, I got rid of the baggage. And like I said earlier, Shantae, people are baggage. You get rid of some of these people who are Drano. And people are draining. Recognize your assignments. Okay, let me share that with you. Recognize your assignments, because there's people in your life that are there for an assignment. Recognize your assignments, complete your assignment, and move forward. Don't keep them longer than you're supposed to. People in your life, they're out of season, and so therefore you're carrying dead weight, because they're no longer for you to carry. You were supposed to bring them to a point, and then once you got them to that point, you were supposed to let them go and grow. Because sometimes people got to go to grow. You bring them to a point and you give them the ability to go and grow. You've done your part. But once you get rid of the baggage and the weight, like Angie said, you can start walking tall and have your chest stuck out and say, I used to, but now look at me now. I used to carry the weight of yesterday. I used to carry the weight of what they said about me, but look at me now. I'm more concerned about what God says about me. And once you get to understand and realize what the Lord said about you, and you understand your value, you will not allow anything or anyone to devalue you. And I say this all the time, and I'm so grateful to God for my sister Diane Jackson Barnes. She taught me about setting healthy boundaries around my place of peace. Listen, I'm telling you, she taught me in such a way about setting healthy boundaries, not only for me, but for the people that are part of my life. Because sometimes you just always want to help. You always want to help. And then you allow everybody else's emergency to become yours. You allow everybody else's weight to become yours. And then you wonder why you can't sleep, because you're carrying not only your baggage, but everybody else's baggage. But I am grateful to God tonight for Diane Jackson Barnes, because she taught me what it was to have to set healthy boundaries and to guard my peace. Because the peace of God is a real place. And listen, I ain't carrying no baggage. No baggage here. Okay? No baggage here. Lay aside every weight and sin that does so easily, that will hinder you from running this race. That's right, Shantae. Type in the comments, healthy boundaries. And listen, I went to therapy and my therapist told me that it was okay to say no. And I learned that no is a complete sentence. I don't owe you an explanation as to why I said no. I'm protecting my space. I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my sanity, because for me to do that, I'm going to have to give up myself to do whatever it is that you're asking me to do without having the ability to receive or benefit from the situation. No, I'm not saying that every situation I have to benefit, because I understand and realize this is why I have discernment. I make sure that it's a God assignment, and I'm not going and pouring and not being poured back into. Listen, no is a complete sentence. I don't owe you an apology, an explanation when I say no. Can you come and do? No. Oh, you ain't got nothing to do? Absolutely. But what I will not do is take time that I can focus on myself. All righty, Gail, good night. God bless. I know I'm over my time. But listen, I don't owe an explanation if I said no, because I have to take the time to pour back into myself and to reset my mind and to reset. And so when we got nothing else to give, we still trying to give. You can't get blood from a turnip, the old folk used to say. So it is okay to say no. When you have nothing else to give, they still want you to give. The more you give, the more they're going to want. The only way I know the more I give, the more he gave back to me, that's with the Lord. It wasn't with people. So I want you to know, get rid of the baggage. I know I've kept you long enough. This is 30 minutes. I wanted you to know tonight, Hebrews 12:1, read on down to verse 4. Lay aside every weight and sin that does so easily beset us. And it calls us to be in a place of stagnation and not consistent movement. And when we're moving with Christ being our lead and our guide, we should always be in forward movement. Forward movement. Forward movement. That's what it's all about. Forward movement and getting rid of the baggage. You got to start, Shantae, no. I'm telling you, you got to start telling people no. Because the more you do, the more they're going to want you to do. And then when the help needs help, no one is around to be there. But great thing that God is faithful. And he consistently pours. He is the fountain that never runs dry. All right, let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. That made me quick and real quick. Because when you're so used to giving out all the time, there has to be someone there pouring. That's why I'm so grateful to God for my life circle. The Lord instructed me to create a life circle of people that can continue to keep me accountable to me, to keep me accountable to myself. Because somehow we always want to be accountable to something or someone, but I am the someone. In this season, I am the someone that my life circle is keeping me accountable to me, where I don't get burnt out, where I'm just not overthinking, and where I'm not. No, listen, I want all of you tonight to seek God for a life circle of some people that will keep you accountable to you, to make sure that your health is great and that your mental space is good and that your heart is good. No, it ain't got to be somebody that you got to speak to every week, every month, but someone that can keep you in prayer, someone that can keep you honest, someone that'll keep you accountable. Hey, are you doing what you need to do for yourself? Hey, are you investing in yourself? Self-care is important in any way. And I love to say celebrate small wins. Celebrate small wins. Celebrate you making it through a week of work. Go buy yourself a Rita's. Go buy yourself a pack of gum, whatever. I'm not telling you to go and spend all this money, but I'm just saying celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the small wins and celebrate you. Get rid of the excess baggage. Lay aside every weight and sin that does so easily beset us. We got to run this race with endurance and patience. We got to make it to the finish line. And this race that I'm talking about is life. This journey. The race is not given to the swift, nor to the strong, but to the one that endures to the end. So I want to encourage you. We got to make it to the end, but we have to get rid of the excess baggage. How do I do it? Prayer, fasting, taking self-inventory of the baggage that you are carrying. Create healthy boundaries. Have the ability to say no and understand that no is a complete sentence. Now, some people that you're going to say no to, you need to explain to them because you love them so dearly. And then some people, they don't need an explanation. No, I'm just not doing it. All right, be blessed, be encouraged, praise God. But I wanted to come on tonight to encourage you to get rid of the excess baggage. All righty, that's what I want to come on here tonight and share with you. I'm excited. Next Sunday, Sunday, the 29th, I will be preaching at the Emmanuel Church of Christ in Newark, New Jersey. We're going to have a praise party. Service start at 11 a.m. and it's 54 Irvin Turner Boulevard. So come, meet us there. Meet me there. We're going to be there and we're going to be celebrating the Lord. October 29th at 11 a.m., 54 Irvin Turner Boulevard in Newark, New Jersey, the Emmanuel Church of Christ. We will be there. And I am excited about it. The Lord has something great for us. He's always been so merciful and he's going to bless us really good. I am excited about it. So beat me there. And listen, guess what? I want you to get rid of that excess baggage. Get rid of it. Don't let it turn into an accessory. Get rid of that excess baggage. Whatever it is, get rid of it. You'll feel much lighter. You'll feel better. And listen, we're going to all get rid of it together. Listen, I hope it's something that I said to you tonight that will bless you and encourage you to change your perspective. And if you change your perspective, you'll change your life. And it's all it takes is one moment and it will change your life. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Thank you for coming in and sticking with me tonight. I know that it's been much later than normal. I do apologize. Like I said, there's a project at work and I've been working late for the last 2 weeks. It's still going on. So keep me in your prayers that, God going to get us through it. Praise the Lord. God's going to get us through it. And, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God. All is well. And it's all about forward movement. And I'm telling you, like I said to you before, we are in a season of open doors. You hear what I'm saying? All you have to do is show up, just like you go to the supermarket and that door opens for you. I promise you, and I'm telling you, be encouraged, because we are definitely in a season of open doors. It has already started. People have already been sending me testimonies about what God has done. People have received checks in the mail. People have gotten settlements that, they've been going back and forth with. And I'm telling you, it's been a blessing. God is doing it. Chin, bro, it is always a blessing to be able to share with you. I can't wait to see you. Bro. Seriously. Angie, it is a blessing that you were able to stop by. Bev, love you. Tell grandma I said hey. Shantae, can't wait to see you next Sunday and the family. I'm telling you, Pastor Barnes, Pastor Diane, thank you guys for stopping through. Gail, is always a blessing. Pastor Bryant, thank you. I really appreciate you guys stopping through here and share it, message, share it. Shekinah stopped by. Hey, Kinda, hope to see you soon. If not, next week, I'm going to try to get to the council so I can see you and hug on my people. Aunt Sally was here. Thank you for coming through. Like I said, Pastor Barnes, PJ, please give PJ another shout out for me. Thanks for stopping through, bro. I love you. I do. I just want to make sure I'm getting everybody. And please, thank you all for stopping through. Really, thank you for stopping through. Yes, and I'll see you. The Cash App is there if you want to be a blessing. I told you before, I'm going to do a feeding the week before Thanksgiving, making soups and sandwiches and trying to get hats and socks and stuff to take out to those who are less fortunate. So thank you. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I hope that you're praying for me as well. Love you much. Good night.